Enough predictions. Time for the top 30.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So it's your stream for the most part, or your video, right?
Okay.
Or is it mine? We can share the videos? Who knows?
We can share. We can share.
Yeah, we can share, yeah. All right, so you kick this off because I got to see how you started off.
Okay. At 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I made my video, I had a different character. But I think with some
Oh, you changed it?
I changed it.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't mind the same. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting. Shoot.
Yeah, because the video I think about things, I'm like, eh. So now I got Queen at 30.
Hey, we're of the same mind. I have Queen too.
At first I had Cracker.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I think Cracker gets a bad rep, you know, but he put Luffy through hell.
He did.
Right?
Luffy, mind you, Luffy and Nami for 8 hours
Luffy
straight.
and Nami.
Yeah.
With the favorite card, with the trees, all this different shit. They fought for that long.
Yeah.
And I think Cracker, you know, he's a glass cannon. Like, he can't take damage, but you still got to get to him. He can create an army of biscuit soldiers just by clapping. You know, and that's incredible.
Yeah.
So I don't think he gets enough credit. So off of that, I was like, man, if Cracker was in Onigashima with his biscuit soldiers,
we got problems. We got big
it's
problems.
a lot of issues. But I think Queen, what I like about Queen is he could have ended Wano like a lot sooner.
If Chopper wasn't around, yeah, I suppose.
But the thing is, even with Chopper, remember he threw the antidote out there.
He did. Yo, true, yeah. Yeah, he was playing games.
He was playing games.
Oh my!
He was playing.
If Queen keeps the antidote close to him, Marco has to deal with that. But then you have King. Like, what are you doing, Marco? Come on.
Right.
Here. And then Chopper
and take out here, Goro.
Yeah. Then they gotta like wait for Sanji. So okay, no. Here's the thing, right? I think that because of Thomas' interference, they still have the numbers thing going on, but people actually start to die.
People would die.
Yeah, people would die, and Oda's scared to do that.
And then also morale, because if you lose Hiragora at that point, you know, a lot of people start to fall at that point. So Queen, I think Queen would be devastating with setup. You know, so if you're fighting Queen, if he knows he's gonna fight,
too. Okay.
It's just in a perfect world. You know, I think Queen in a different scenario, he could be devastating. So I think as well, because the fight with Sanji was more Sanji focused. He didn't. It seems like he's trash, but he's not. He is very impressive.
I don't think Queen is trash. I think
he's not.
I think that folks kind of forget that, like, I mean, it's the idea of when you look at Sanji and Zoro's fights, Sanji had easier time than Queen and Zoro the King, and people wanted Sanji to have like a really like, oh my god, whoa, but Sanji just at some point started to smoke. Yeah. I think Queen, for me, I kept it very like systematic. He's my 30 because I think my 30 and my 29. These are like the two top guys that I consider to be like second division commander type dudes.
Okay.
So that's where I kept. So I think Queen is like my gatekeeper to like my top 30 because I put him over guys that are like third division or below. Basically.
Who's at 29?
My 29 is Lucky Roux.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I view the Red Pirates as built different across the board. So they lack in quantity of guys compared to, let's say, Kaido or Big Mom's crew, but they make up for that with supreme quality. Put that supreme logo on it, supreme quality.
Okay, supreme quality.
So for me, I think that Shanks has the best men in every like commander-ish role. So Ben Beckman is the best of the first, Lucky Roux in theory second, Yasopp in theory third. That's how I see them. So he's my top guy in the second division, Lucky Roux. That's what I have right now.
I feel like that might be a little low, but I hear you.
Well, you see when you get to like the higher up on the list, like I got certain guys are higher. Yeah.
I got you. 29. Boa.
Wow, I think that's actually low, but I can understand why.
I think Boa. She gets a lot of hype.
Yes.
I think. Where we don't really have any feats we can point to justify it. However, she is a Conqueror's Haki user. In hockey and observation hockey, she has all three. I don't want to give her things, but she does have the capabilities, we assume, to use Conqueror's Haki coding, which seems to be the new meta, right? Once you have that, you you jump 10
when
spots.
When you have the coding, exactly.
Yeah.
The coding, right.
So off of that, I think she deserves to be on the list. I just need to see, I need something, right? Because the thing is, the Boa conversation has changed over the years, where I think before, like, I want to say 3-4 years ago, no one would ever dare put Boa over like Doflamingo or Kuma or Mihawk or none of those guys. Like they felt like those guys were clear.
But Stampede kind of came into the mix, and then we saw her do that with the giant Doug's bullet, like
that was
metal
amazing.
Gundam thing, right? That was amazing. Like, she kicked ass. And then now you have the conflict infusion bit where it's like, okay, we haven't seen her fight, but because of that reason, she may have this ability.
She may. So off of that, I gotta have one.
Right. Exactly. I'd agree.
Yep.
I'd agree. I'd agree wholesale.
28.
Right, so 28. I'm gonna give you my 28, 27, and 26 off the gate.
Let's go.
You know what? So 28, I got Weevil, right?
Okay.
27, I got Useless Captain Mid, and 26, I got Softauger D Waterloo. That's right.
Oh my God, you're so disrespectful. Okay.
I'm done with Kid. I'm done with this guy.
Okay. So you said 28 Weevil. 27 Kid, 26 Law.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty low.
Low?
That's pretty low.
Okay, well, you'll see when you get to the top guys.
Okay, so you have Kid really low, and I guess this is because he hasn't. Wait, why do you hate Kid?
He can't. He can't.
Why do you hate Kid, man?
Okay, wait. It's not that I hate Kid. Okay, the problem is that Kid. People had Kid on such an astronomically high pedestal. Yes. And in this arc, so many people in like the supernova, that generation, I'm put on blast by one man, Luffy. It's like, yo, there is only one Monkey D. Luffy. The rest of you guys stand down. That's it. I'm broken. I'm godly. This dude at the beginning of the year, 2021, when Luffy does the Red Rock, what did Kid say? What? You can damage Kaido with physical attacks? Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? Are you kidding? What are you? Kid! Come on, yo. What was Kid? Yo, dude, Kid has Conqueror's Haki.
He's awakened.
He's awakened.
Yes.
But
and he has insane stamina and durability.
But whoa. Quote insane. And yeah, I'll give him that because the whole thing with Killer and Hawkins and so on.
It's been going for a while.
But here's the problem, right? He has Conqueror's Haki. Have we seen him using it capacity in his arc? No.
Not yet.
Doesn't matter. Maybe not. Maybe
once he uses that magnetism with the Conqueror's Haki, is over, bro.
What does it even look like? Like, what does it even mean? How do you combine Conqueror's Haki and magnetism, yo?
It's just more stronger magnetism, bro.
I don't know. Dude, stop.
I don't know, man.
Stop it. I don't hear it. Listen, here's the problem, right? This dude, Kid, his powers are also very situational, meaning that if he has the metal around him, what can Kid really do? So think about his whole plan of defeating Kaido. I'm gonna grab all the metal in the castle and bring it to the rooftop. So dude, and then what does he do? What does he do on the rooftop? He just throws Kaido one time. Kaido's like, bro, oh my god,
it hurt him, bro.
Oh,
it hurt him,
dude. Killer. Come on, Killer Scyther Sonic seemed to do more damage than Kid Seismic Toss. Like, come on, like, let's be real here, yo. It's like Kid, and then even Big Mom, metal beams in the face. That's it. Like, Big Mom literally throwing those same beams with the homies, and now they got a fleet of metal beam homies because of Kid's ass. But what does Law do? I mean, Law's been just nuts.
Law's been going crazy. He's been going crazy.
Like, literally, Kaido's like bleeding because of Law. Yes. He's like, your powers throw me off, man. Like, for real.
Yeah.
He has the antibacterial current, Big Mom with the shock wheelie. I'm like, Law's doing, like, Law's actually doing
Law
shit.
is like, when you think of Dressrosa, you're like, who is this guy?
Oh, yeah.
Who is this guy? I wanted this guy in Dressrosa, but you know.
I mean, maybe we give Law the curse here because Law fight against Fujitora.
He was fighting Fujitora, and Dofi. Yeah.
And also, mind you, Dofi knew about Law's powers from like the jump. He had like the whole thing, whereas Kaido Big Mom had no idea about Law's powers per se. But even still, like, Law's been saving cats, helping them around. He's been, like actually getting damage on the Kaido and Big Mom, actual substantive damage on Kaido and Big Mom.
And he's still going.
Honestly, with you. Me putting Law next to Kid is actually shameful on Law's part. Or at least on Kid's part. Like, Law should be higher, like 2 tiers higher than Kid at this point in time.
2 tiers? Okay, now
at least 2 spots. I'm like, come on, because what has Kid been doing?
Okay.
It's like,
I agree with that.
It's like, when you look at the feats, Kid has not shown anything of, like, substance at this point in time.
We gotta wait and see. But that is kind of low, but I hate it. But I don't think I disagree that much.
And also, there is one thing too, which I think is kind of weird, but something that I actually had to think about. Law in chapter 1010, Law takes a Thunder Boggle after Zoro gets tagged by one when he's on the ground, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm not too sure if he used the antibacterial current or not. Folks debate this because we don't see it. But if Law took a Thunder Boggle, like full bore, and then kept on, kept going. I'm like, oh, okay. That's
the thing is, the current could be a lasting effect. It could be something that he uses and it lasts for a little while.
Fair enough. That
could be what it is. But either way, he took that attack and he kept going.
Yeah. And then one last thing too on my part too.
Yeah.
Weevil 28. The reason why Sybil, the longer the series goes on, the higher it has to be in power. Because at some point, Weevil,
has to do something.
Marco, Luffy, that has to happen at some point. And then Luffy's only getting stronger as time goes on. So by proxy, Weevil has to kind of get stronger too.
Right. I agree with that way of thinking. Yeah. For me, I'm gonna give you my 28 to 26. 28, I have Magellan.
I can understand that one. Yeah, fair.
We know Magellan brings to the table, I think, one of the more underrated powerhouses in the series.
True.
It's, this man was put over and pulled down. That's who they trusted with it. I have Doflamingo at 27.
Still? What?
Still. I'm sorry. Listen, man. I think with Doflamingo, where a lot of cats, they have more raw power. I think in regards to versatility, Doflamingo he's close to being unmatched.
I give you that, but it's like,
so. For instance, with like Birdcage, we can kind of take that out because we can say that's plot, but we still got Parasite to play. We got the overheat, we got the string, we got the manipulation, we got the aerial combat. He is physically amazing. He's fast. He's fast enough to have Luffy off guard. Even Gear 4th had to react to Doflamingo. Even after being like pummeled by Gear 4th at that point, he outlasted Gear 4th long enough for Luffy to run out of Gear 4th. And this is after taking a Gamma Knife. I think for Doflamingo, if he's a commander of a Yonko, a lot more things get done because he has a lot more things in his arsenal.
Okay, so here's the thing. Dofi's an oddball because Dofi, I don't think is... One thing I know folks have been saying is because of the Conqueror infusion,
yeah,
he
also,
may have
that's another thing. That's another thing that's like,
But the problem is that we saw him in an all-out fight. That's the problem. Like, he had an all-out fight against Luffy, against Gear 4 Luffy, and he did not utilize any of the sort. Like, not even close. Like, he does have Conqueror's Haki, and he used that in like the clash with the kicks, but ultimately speaking, that I don't know how much value that has for actual infusion. Like, I don't think he actually has infusion because, as Kaido said, only like a really small number of folks that can actually do that sort of thing. I can't give Dofi that ability because we already see him have, like, Boa Hancock is different. Where Boa Hancock, she may have it because we haven't seen her fight all out.
Right.
Dofi, I can't give him that courtesy. And the problem too is that, yeah, he's versatile, but when you compare him to, let's say, someone like Katakuri or Cracker against Gear 4 Bowman Luffy, they do better than Dofi does, like without a doubt. So like Dofi, I put him over Cracker because of versatility, but that's really it. That's all I can give him because Dofi, he lacks in like raw power. He has unique abilities, but his hockey game is not that great. At least compared to like guys like Cracker or Garp Katakuri. I mean, think about this, right? He couldn't even penetrate Gear 4 Bowman. Cracker could.
Yep.
It's like, yo, okay, so Dofi, he's good.
Do you think for Cracker, going up against Dofi, do you think Dofi could control the Biscuit Soldiers?
No.
Why not?
Because the Biscuit Soldiers could actually thwart Gear 4 Bowman Luffy. Like, we see them actually block Gear 4 Bowman Luffy. So, I mean, I guess, okay, I'll say this. Like, if you can actually, like, have hockey on his, like, with the 16 holy bullets, like that kind of, like...
not destroy them. I said control them.
Yeah, so like control them. So like if you can, like, let's say control them with, let's say, a hockey infused thread, something like that, maybe. But the problem
is hockey necessary though?
Kind of, because
remember, he was even controlling Jozu.
He was controlling Jozu, but the problem is that Gear 4 Bowman, Luffy could actually break out. Like normally he transformed into Bowman, he broke
Luffy,
out the strip.
So that's the thing. It's like, is that because the sudden change in size, or is it a physical strength thing? Because Jozu at that point is stronger than Gear 4 Bowman.
Ooh, is he?
Oh yes.
I don't know about that. I really don't.
You think Luffy in Dressrosa is beating Jozu?
I think in raw power, I'll say like this. I think in raw power, he probably has more raw power. Because it's like,
are you trying to downplay Jozu's strength because of Aokiji just tanking it? Because Aokiji shook it off? Is that why you're trying to downplay his power now?
No. I'm not. Well, hold on. So remember this, right? This dude, Luffy, when he punched Dofi, right, and then we said the city folded into that, like not to say like the whole like island got that part of the island got folded in.
Yeah.
Imagine an actual direct hit Kong gun to the same area. Like he made in that one punch with the entire island in half. Like that's how powerful he is in terms of raw power. Like Luffy and Gear 4, and it's a big island too. It's not like the Mark, it's a huge island, just also is. So it's like I feel like in terms of raw power, Luffy probably had more than Diamond Jozu back then. Yeah, honest to God. Like Jozu's good, but Luffy was he broke out of the strings full on. Like, and when you look at the Cracker Biscuit soldiers, they could withstand a Gear 4 Bowman Luffy on several fronts, blocking and everything. So
yeah, he had to do multiple punches to beat it.
Yeah, so I would say at the bare minimum, maybe he could control them, but it's gonna be very hard for him to actually do that, to actually like maintain those Biscuit soldiers. And Cracker, the longer he claps, the more they are.
Because that's the thing with like some of these Devil Fruit users, where it's like, is it a strain? Because while everything was going on, the birdcage was out. Does that affect him because that came from his clone?
It's possible, or it could be more of like a passive thing, but it still counts towards the powers, right? Because like Kaido and him like pick up Onigashima is more of a passive thing.
It seems like but
it ties to his powers because Yamato said his powers waning.
Right.
So it's
hard
to
Dofi,
tell.
We never saw any indication that it's affecting him, but I guess based off of Kaido, you can say that it does affect him. Yeah. It's difficult, but I think Doflamingo is one of the hardest people to scale because you kind of felt like he got shafted a bit.
Yeah, a bit. I ain't front.
But after that Gamma Knife, the fight completely changed.
But hold on now, let's be fair here. Oda himself did say. And yeah, I know. And you don't, so you don't want to say probably too.
Oda's full of shit, man.
But I mean, like it's.
What did he say? Luffy would have found a way, or whatever.
No, not just that too. He said that because Bellamy beat the crap out of Luffy for like several minutes with Haki, that equated to like the Gamma Knife. It was something like that. I don't believe it, but it's like that's what kind of has to be the case. It's dumb as all hell. Man. But Luffy and Dofi kind of come into this fight equal.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That is crazy.
I don't like it either. I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
But he did take a lot of that beating from Bellamy, and so that kind of does count towards Luffy's damage per se. But either way though, I think that Dressrosa Luffy, I'll be with you. I think that Law now is being Doflamingo.
I agree.
So that's why I don't have Dofi over.
I think Law now is just he is cruising. He is doing some shit where I'm like,
I don't know if he's cruising, but I can say that he's probably beating Dofi now.
He hasn't. I think that the thing here with Law, the issue we always had with Law was like, oh man, the stamina.
Yeah.
Law has been.
Luffy
had to take a break for a bit, right?
Yeah.
And they had to hold it down while he was out. And he's still going now against Big Mom.
Yep.
Carrying kid on his back.
Yep. Say it. Yeah. Kill your chest. That's right. You already know.
So Law has, it's been, some power creep.
Absolutely.
But I think also the thing I'm holding out for Doflamingo is, the Impel Down boost.
What?
Impel Down boost. You know what that is?
Okay. Crocodile is different than Dofi. Dofi had a full-on fight that just happened a few arcs ago. No. But Crocodile came back like 7 years later, 8 years later from when he fought against him in Alabasta, right? And then I think Oda self said that Crocodile came to the story too early.
What year was Dressrosa? What year was Dressrosa? What year was Dressrosa? 2016?
2015, something like that. 2014, 2015, 2016, right? Something like that, right? Yeah, something like that, right?
So we're 6 years in? 7 years?
Yeah, but the problem is that given the One Piece pace right now, it's built different. Like how many arcs? It's only been 3 arcs since Dressrosa.
That's crazy. That's
all right.
crazy.
Like Dofi needs more arcs. So maybe.
But I think once we see Dofi again, he will be stronger.
I think he'll be stronger, but
he'll be stronger.
I'm not gonna kind of jump the gun now and say he's stronger now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Dofi fanboy, so
I know you are.
I always gotta jump the gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my
26.
I'm gonna give you my 26 to 24.
Ooh, shoot.
So 26 I got Weevil, and I agree with you with Weevil and him being relevant going forward.
Amen.
I don't think Oda's gonna make him too overpowered because I think regardless he's gonna be weaker than wherever I have Marco. But still have him, up there. 25 I have Sanji.
Okay, all right.
Sanji at 25,
okay.
Right? And we know everything that Sanji's gone through this arc.
Yeah.
To be over Doflamingo, Boa, Queen, and Weevil, I mean, come on.
Fair enough.
24, I have Lucky Roux. So,
okay. So
Lucky Roux,
second commander guys, yeah. Basically.
Second commander guy, and I feel like for right now, as much as the Straw Hats have grown, I still don't think they've surpassed Shanks' crew. And if we say Lucky Roux is the second commander guy, then Sanji got to be behind him.
Okay, that's fair.
That's how I look at that one.
I still hate that. Because I can understand that. I mean, I think Tali Sanji, but I mean, I can understand why that second division commander spot, boom, boom, keep it there, keep it simple, right? So we haven't surpassed Shanks' powers just yet until we actually beat Shanks, that kind of stuff.
And then at that point, that's how I look at that. So we're at your 26. Who's your 25, 24, and 23?
So my 25, okay, here we go. So my 25 is Mayo Rayleigh, okay? That's right. My 25 is Mayo Rayleigh. My 24 is Boa Hancock. Whoa. And then, so I agree with you, all right? And then my 23 is Garp the Fist. That's right.
Okay.
Saddle up. So here's the thing. Slow and old. Every year only getting slower and older.
Bro, why do you say this?
I'm just saying,
you say this? How do you do this?
I'm just saying. Okay, look.
You think Boa is beating Rayleigh?
I think that Boa actually, or not necessarily beating Rayleigh, but more so I think she's stronger than Rayleigh in a general sense, right?
Okay.
So because for me, right, Boa Hancock
You think she can defeat more characters than Rayleigh can?
In a general sense, yes. Because she has not only a busted death power, like we've seen from the beginning, she has a busted broken ability. But I think that because of the trading that they normally go through with Haki and Amazon Lily, there could be a case here where she actually may have advanced Rio Haki. That may be a stretch. But she may have advanced Rio Haki, so her Haki can actually maybe do internal damage. And then also, of course, the Conqueror's Haki fusion as well is a possibility. So, again, this on top of her, because people forget, her powers were already busted from the beginning. Like, she was already powerful as all hell with her powers. So, with a different ability. And then, if you include her snake as well for, like, add mobility, that kind of stuff, I think that Boa does have a very diverse and powerful arsenal. Where, at this point in time, if we assume she has Conqueror's Haki infusion, that's an assumption, of course, but it's possible. And she may have very good armor Haki to where she has advanced Rio. Maybe, of course, I'm saying maybe.
Right.
Then you have to kind of put her, like, in that first division-ish kind of role. Where, like, I think she's probably stronger than, let's say, a current-day, like, Smoothie or Queen or someone of that caliber. Right? That's why I put her, that's why I put Bo Hancock. And mind you, last year she wasn't molested at all. But this year, because Conqueror's Haki now, that kind of changes how she has way more possibilities now. And then with her devil power, you combo that stuff, it's going to be probably disgusting. And then Garp is good. Garp is really damn good. However, I'm not going to wait. However, here comes the but.
We know you hate Garp, man.
Whoa. That's not true.
We know you hate Garp.
Whoa. I have been on paper. I've acknowledged that Garp, I think, is one of the best written characters in the series. Like, I love Garp as a character. I think Garp is actually better than Ace, better than Doflamingo, better than a lot of characters. I think he's really good.
Yeah.
However, in terms of power, I don't know why folks always forget the idea that he himself admitted that he was only like half strength when he threw the cannonballs. Like, he only mustered that much strength. And then how, as time goes on, he's only going to get older, therefore only get weaker. Like, we see Sengoku now, the man has gray hair. It's like, these are signs of, like, the old generation now, they're really kind of, you know, like they're being siphoned out, and the new cats are coming in. And we kind of see now with Kaido, too. Like, we have the new generation cats with Luffy, with Kid, with, Law. Like, these guys are rolling on through, and the old is coming out with it. And Garp's part of the old generation. So
Okay.
Garp is good, but I mean, I think that Garp is like he's still in my top 30. He's still strong as shit. But I don't think he's as strong as folks make him to be. Like, for example, folks believe that Garp would kill a Kainu in Marineford
Bullshit.
War.
No, that's bullshit.
All right, then.
No, that's bullshit. No, I agree with that. I agree that people are out of their rabid minds if they think Garp had a chance against a Kainu in Marineford.
That's nuts.
But I will say this. Because that translation I've brought to people about, Garp and saying he is half his strength, and people have translated that and said it was a lot more vague. That's how Oda meant it to be in regards to his strength. I do think he is weaker than, he obviously is prime, but it's those legends. You gotta almost give them the benefit of the doubt in most situations. But of course, this is like the upper echelon, so they're not gonna be.
Yeah, like they're in the top 30 still.
They're in the top 30.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at Garp's spot, right? At all. I think I'm more mad at Rayleigh because. I mean, it's not that big of a change because Rayleigh and Boa, it's 24-25. But I think with Boa, we're assuming she has the Conqueror's Haki infusion.
Of course, that's an assumption. Does Rayleigh have? I mean, does Rayleigh have that?
He definitely has Rio.
Of course, but does he have Conqueror's Haki infusion?
I would go out on a limb and say, if Boa has it, then Rayleigh has to.
I don't know. See, the problem is
I think why would Rayleigh not have that?
Because maybe Rayleigh didn't have that. I mean, maybe his Conqueror's Haki potency wasn't that good.
Ooh,
like,
man.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying.
I hear you.
Right. So
but it's like
right?
Rayleigh has what Hirogoro was teaching Luffy and the next step.
Yeah, exactly. So that whole thing was like, he has advanced Rio confirmed. And the thing is, you can kind of look at.
Dark King.
True, Dark King. So he has Conqueror's Haki, of course.
Yeah.
But the thing was, like, when you think about what happened with Roger and Whitebeard in the flashback, and then when you look at the anime, and then you see him fight against Marco, and you see him actually have that Rio-ish haki,
right?
And it was mad easy for him to actually handle. That's
Easy.
a kid Marco, right? Like,
Easy.
Like scrappy young buck. I'm not too sure if he has infusion. He may have infusion, but if he does have infusion, he's still like over the course of time and age, it probably is not as strong as someone like Boa Hancock, who's younger, who has more vitality, who has a broken different power on top of that as well. Like, if she has stone kicking kicks on top of Conqueror's Haki infusion, that's like, ill.
I mean,
ill.
I think for Boa's Devil Fruit, it's like, if my man Momonga can break out of that.
Oh my, wait a minute. He had to stab himself, like literally.
Hey man, he had to stab himself. Really probably just got to prick himself, like, I think it's just I think here where we don't know if Boa has even Rio, right?
That's true. Exactly.
And we're giving her, we're saying she possibly has the infusion. We know
Yes.
Rayleigh has Rio, the next step, and I don't know, for somebody without a Devil Fruit to be regarded as high as he is, you gotta have something special.
So Rayleigh again is powerful, but so here's the thing, right? This may be controversial. Rayleigh now, on paper, should be weaker than Rayleigh 2 years ago. Because he's older. That may sound nuts. But he should be, because that's how it kind of tends to flow. I mean, there's so many characters.
Technically, yes, he should be.
Like, we have seen Rayleigh, we have seen Garp, Don Chinjao, and Whitebeard. All four of these guys mention how over the course of time, they're not the same dudes they used to be because of age and health reasons, okay?
But the dudes that used to be is like
consistent.
Top 5 in the verse.
Of course. But the top 5 in the verse back then, and then them being at like half strength, are not going to be in the top 15 now.
I don't think they're necessarily at half strength.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. Maybe they're like 49% strength. Whatever, dog. It's like,
way.
It's like,
no way.
Wait, listen.
I would say they're
good.
probably
And
75, 80%.
So, like, here's the thing, right? We could kind of see, and this is why I know folks want to rag on this, but we'll get to it later. Rayleigh did a pretty damn good job, I think, fighting against Kizaru, right? But it was clear that he was gassed, he was rusty, he was old, not the man he used to be. But he was still a stud.
Right.
Marco has done way better against Kizaru than Rayleigh has.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying it's a fact.
Oh my god.
I mean, you want to people want to rag on Marco for some reason when we've seen Marco stall 2 commanders at the same time. What? Come on.
That was Oda giving Marco a W because
he needed one.
He needed one.
Oh,
he needed one.
No shot.
He needed one, bro.
Dude, Marco was so skilled.
He needed a W.
That they literally thought that Marco and the remnants of his crew, Weapon Pirates, could actually fight against Blackbeard and maybe like the next Yonko. That's how skilled Marco is.
And they were so wrong.
Yeah, of course, because Blackbeard is nasty, of course.
Right, and I think just like the Goro say, you're dead wrong with Marco, bro. Listen, I think Marco is strong. I just don't think Marco ever had a chance of defeating King and Queen together. It's just like it's just a moment that Oda gave him because come on, bro. Think about Marco and everything he's been through. He has no W's.
Wait, hold up. Him fighting Kizaru in himself is a W.
Well, that's a testament to the admirals, but like,
true.
At that point, he has done no damage to any of them.
Wait, that's not true. We can't say he's done no damage.
Literally no damage.
I mean, we can argue that Kizaru did no damage to Marco up until the heart attack, literally.
Well, I think at that point. Well, the heart attack, of course, right? At that point.
Look at Rayleigh, who was like, and then Kizaru, Rayleigh, whereas Marco was just chilling like, Kiku, oh my god, you thought that hurt? Yay. That's Marco.
As cool as Marco was handling King and Queen for that chapter, we saw him, 2 chapters later, he was like, yo, Izo, I'm done, man. I don't got it in me, man. But then
still came back in a weird way, right? And then afterwards got knocked out until like Sanji and Zoro came in there to handle business. So it's like Marco, I think people,
he's cool.
Because it's like Marco was literally fine against Kizaru off screen for a period of time. Like literally if that heart attack doesn't happen, Marco can go one-on-one for an extended amount of time. Days even, given his powers.
No way in hell.
Yeah, Marco's good. I think
how is Marco going days and he's already done?
No, this is why the first division cats are so controversial.
How is he going days and he's already done in the arc?
Boy, because he's done in this arc, and actually he's not even really done because he's still doing stuff even after like Sanji.
Bro, he told Izo like, bro, I'm
true. But then we see him like, but then we see him later on. He picks up Izo's flying around doing whatever. So it's like,
you think Marco can fight for days?
I think that Marco has in a one-on-one fight without doing extra stuff. So I have to give my Phoenix Fire to the guys of the Ice Oni stuff going on. I'm not going back and forth between between 2 commanders. I have to even still when I'm out of stamina, quote, I can still fight oddly enough or they do stuff even after that. Like I think Marco can probably go for I'm gonna say at least Katakuri length. Like I'm gonna say at least half a day. Can we give Marco half a day? At least?
I'll give him half a day.
Okay, fine.
I'll give him half a day.
So let's get half a day.
Against an admiral, half of a half.
Half a day is extreme.
Half a day. Against an admiral.
Yes, that's an extreme fight, yo.
Well, yeah, I think.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, half of a half a day.
Like Marco is no scrub. Like people, I don't know why people do it.
He loses probably mid-diff to an admiral, but he's strong. He's strong. All right, so where were we? What was that? That was your,
I'm a
23.
Give me your 23.
All right, so I'm going to go 23 to 20.
Okay, cool.
So 23, I have Kid. Right?
Too high. Okay.
22, I got King. Wait. 21, I got Marco.
Okay.
20, I got Law.
Wow. I thought I gassed off. Okay.
Listen, I think.
But you understand now with Kid now, don't you? Yeah.
Exactly. I think Kid, he deserves to be here, but he definitely could rise based on how this Big Mom fight ends. But based on but so far, I can't put him above King, right? I can't put him above Marco.
I agree.
And I got to give Law some separation.
I would agree. That's how it should be. But my problem is that saying that Law is over someone like Marco or King. Yeah, he does stab Kaido, get damage on Kaido in the bottom, which is great. But
I think he has the requisite devil fruit to hurt these special characters.
Correct. But keep in mind that they're very they take his attacks for the most part, and they're relatively fine outside of the awakening attack that Big Mom took to shock Willie. But even still, that only hits because it's a 2-on-1.
Sure.
You. And then also too, she's still kicking ass afterwards. Like Kaido's still kicking ass after a gamma knife or a counter shock, I think it was, and an injection shot, things like that.
Injection shot, yeah.
So Marco, so Law because of the stamina thing, it's a good attack, but it's a 2v1 against a Yonko. Like, if you have two King of Wildfires against against Big Mom, that's going to be hard to deal with for any person, I think. Like, whether you're an admiral, like, even like a top 5 person, you have two first division commander type dudes you're doing at the same time. It's going to be a hard thing to deal with. So, I think that when I think about Marco and Law, I still give the edge a little bit to Marco over Law. But I can understand why you want to separate Law. Yeah. Like, honest to God, I think that what we should have done is put Kid lower. That's what you should have done.
Well, the thing is, I think Kid is probably right around the right-hand commanders, right? Barely, but I think for the right-hand commanders, only a select few can. He's around there. He's around that level, in my opinion, so far. So it'd be hard pressed me to put someone like Lucky Roux over him when I think he's scaled to the right hands.
The Awakening helps out both Kid and Law in a big way.
It does.
And then we can assume that maybe his Conqueror's... Okay, his Conqueror's like true. But again, we have to remember too that given the situation right now in this castle, he has metal to use around him. If he has no metal, he's in a hard spot. Law is universally good.
Right.
In that situation. Kid is not. That's the fact at this point in time.
I mean, it's like metal is always going to be around.
No. That's just how Oda writes the story, all right? Like, if you have Kid in the desert, we have a problem.
But he's always going to have metal because his armor is made of metal.
Yeah, fine, but, like, he can't make some weird Eggman form and fly around like an asshole. Yeah.
We got to see how his powers progress after this fight. But
Fair.
right now, 23.
Yeah, right now, I think based on what we see in 2021, Law is absolutely better than Kid. Because Law just showing, like, way better things. And he making a Thunder Bagua. And still fall. That's crazy.
To be fair, like Kid did have his moment where he basically pulled Big Mom, slammed Big Mom, took an attack from Big Mom.
Mind you, too, a lot of Big Moms was a lot. Yeah, he took the mother's raid. No, mama raid. That one flipping attack that Big Mom did, like the somersault, Napoleon downward. Yeah. So yeah, he does a lot of stamina.
And he took a ocean sovereignty, didn't he?
What?
She attacked him with that.
Oh no! Elbaf Spear. Elbaf Spear. Yeah. Ocean Sovereignty is the combo move. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Wow.
No, Elbaf Spear. Okay, and then he took a straight on blow from her. Like, Kid had been tanking some damage.
Wait, very important here. He not take the Elbaf Spear full on.
Not full on.
Eggman form was there. That broke down. He was falling, and Big Mom was like, ma. Okay, fine. So whatever. Okay.
I think by the end of the fight, I will put Kid over Marco and King.
You see, I respect what you do with Law, but I would prefer to be more conservative here, which is why I'm gonna get to like my top 22, 21, 20. This is gonna be controversial, like hella controversial. But I'm being very conservative here. Being very conservative. Okay, here we go. So my 22 is Yamato.
Wow.
Yes, my 21 is Marco, and my 20 is King. Okay. Yeah, so I'm playing it very safe here at Yamato.
Very safe.
Yeah, very safe with Yamato. So
Yamato stalled Kaido for a while.
Yes, Yamato stalled Kaido for a while. I'm not gonna deny, of course.
Better than Marco stalled Big Mom.
Now, to be fair, Paris Rail's involved. Big Mom.
Negligible.
Yes, I would agree. But here's the thing we have to recognize with Yamato and Kaido, right? Yamato knows all of Kaido's moves. Okay, that's just a fact. She's training under Kaido for a period of time, so she knows, kind of like Dofi and Law, I suppose, where she kind of knows what Kaido can do.
Sure, that does help.
They also have they have counter abilities too, like Ace and Aokiji, like Ice and Fire, so they counter each other wholesale abilities. But even still, Yamato did like nothing to Kaido. It was like ridiculous. Like, so Zoro can scar Kaido, and Yamato
with
can
everything he had.
True, and Yamato can put a dent into Kaido with everything that she displayed during that whole situation.
Sure.
Even after the glacier, like the Gar ice shield thing, there was like a delayed reaction that she took a damage from his Thunder Bagua, and then she's like, wow, goddamn, like even after like that Thunder Bagua, like my attack was
she's taking
nothing.
Kaido's like his best attack, right?
Yeah, with the defense. Oh, okay, well, maybe not best attack, but like one of tough. But then again, dude, Law took it apparently and was like fine.
Yeah.
The Law thing kind of fucks things up. I'm not gonna lie to you, yo. It kind of throws things out of whack with Kaido.
Sure. It's weird because it's like at that point, Law actually had, I would say, time to block right?
That's a maybe, man.
But
right,
maybe.
Yeah.
For Yamato, it's like if Law and Kaido exchanged blows, it's going to be a completely different thing.
So if Law had insight on Kaido's abilities beforehand, like if Law had actually like you give Law like a year of prep, you know, like he has experience with Kaido's abilities and that kind of stuff, right? And then Law is set up like this giant room, and you have the same amount of time. So I don't have Law over Yamato, just FYI. But I think Law can stall Kaido for some time too, just not as good as Yamato. But I think that given the ability set of folks like Marco and King and other folks above Yamato, they may actually better off stalling off Kaido for a period of time, longer than Yamato.
Do you think Marco and King can stall Kaido, can do better against Kaido, or you think Yamato is just a matter of circumstance?
Stall. Yeah, right. It's a matter of circumstance. So again,
but what about Marco and Big Mom? He got neg-diffed.
Okay, hold on. So here's the thing. Marco, again, somehow Paraspell's involved, but it's kind of negligible. The thing about Marco is that Marco can still, like, Marco took no damage from Big Mom per se. All she was doing was just choking the chicken. That was it, yo.
But it was over. She was like, oh,
yeah.
I don't want to do what you right now, Marco. I don't want to play with you anymore.
True, but here's the thing. So, like, if Marco were actually continuing to fight against Big Mom for an extended amount of time, the same thing kind of happens. Honestly, think about it. Like, he takes damage, he has to recover, getting wounded. In comes Zeus, or at the time maybe Hera, I forget. But you know what I mean? It's like, Zeus
I agree. The same
beats
thing
down
happens,
Marco. Marco generates a goddamn. Okay, and so that continues
the same thing
on
does
for a
happen.
period of time.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
But what about Yamato the Conqueror's Haki?
That's impressive as all hell. It really is. But
she got coding. Confirmed.
She does. But her coding wasn't enough to really dent Daddy. That sounds,
Yo,
but it's true. Like, look, hits him with the club on the chin. He's like scratching his chin. Hits him, I think maybe like a few more times, and he's like, ooh, oh my god. And what happens afterwards? Like when he's talking about Oni stuff, it's like he's spanking her with the club. Like, you're an Oni. Don't be so disgraceful. How dare you? And he's just like, boom, 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 boom. He's just laying down the law. I'm like, goddamn. And then when you look at the arrow attacks, right? You compare her Narukabri arrow to his Vajra arrow. The Narukabri arrow was like swatted away like a bug. Like, get out of here. Done.
Right.
And then the Vajra arrow that she had to block, I mean, she was struggling, like just getting blown back and then got slammed to a rock behind her. So it's like, Kaido was clearly, absolutely superior. Not just superior, he was dominant. So I give her a lot of credit, but the best blow that she gets on Kaido is a combo blow with Luffy.
I agree with you.
So that's why I think Yamato's really good. I'm impressed with her, tremendously so. But I'm being very conservative here. I think she is in that first division spot. But right now, I will say that she probably is stronger than Marco.
Okay.
But I'm going to be very conservative here and say, I want to see a little bit more. I need to see something a little more from Yamato until I'm comfortable saying that she's over someone like Marco. And then King's kind of the same way. And I actually put King over Marco because I think King's power of like regen or his weird like Charmander state, I think is actually, I'm not too sure if it's actually staying on the base.
It's cool. It's just that I think Zoro fighting someone like Marco, it'd be a lot more difficult than it was for him fighting King. What I'm saying is, for Zoro, because we talked about it, like when Zoro beat King without Enma. Once Zoro found out this secret of King, I don't even think Enma is needed at that point.
Nah, because like he needed the power to cut.
No, right. I think he needed the power to get there. But I think at that point, after he figures it out, he's now at this level. Enma isn't needed anymore.
Okay, no, this is where we disagree, right? I think that Zoro absolutely needed Enma all the way through in the fight because he himself said, like, okay, like even like the last chapter, Zoro versus King, Zoro said at one point, I could only use this state for like a few more minutes because the sword keeps on drawing the life out of me. Implying that he still needed Enma. So the giant Imperial wings, the Kaido magma attack.
Right, the Dragon Damnation.
Yes. What was that called in the scans? That sounds kind of cool actually. Whoa.
In the official Dragon Damnation.
No. In the In the
you're talking about 1036.
Yeah, I'm talking about King's attack. The Imperial
King's attacks. Like
the magma
King's
dragon.
attack. Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that attack. I don't think Zoro can cut that attack without Enma. Because it seems like Enma was the thing that he needed the most to actually utilize his Conqueror's Haki infusion, the King of Hell state. Because we've never seen Zoro utilize that Conqueror's Haki
without Enma
state exactly with Enma. That's why people rag on me. Oh, well, you mean the Enma? No, Enma is because we've never seen Zoro do that without Enma. Enma has always been the catalyst. That's why when he scarred Kaido for the first time, what happens before he does the Ashra Dead Man game? Enma starts to search. Every time we've seen Zoro do something with Kaido and actually wounding Kaido, Enma was surging almost every time. It was even noted by Big Mom, like, yo, that sword is really, really unique. Even in the chapter before when Zoro has, or chapter 1033, I think it was the chapter was, like when he had the whole Shimotsuki, like Odin's beloved blade. It's like Enma is so pivotal to where without Enma, Zoro's not beating King the Wildfire, period. Because he lacks the power to be king. But because of Enma, he has the Conquering infusion. But the thing about King is that if he just kept the Charmander state up, given Zoro's time limit, Zoro should lose just by.
But he wasn't aware though.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. He wasn't aware. But
he wasn't aware.
But if he had kept the sale for the entire time, even Zoro himself, like, okay, I can't do anything to him. Like, Marco is not like that. Like, you can still damage Marco, but he'll regenerate.
Right.
King, apparently with the Lunarian thing, you can't do anything to Lunarian in a certain state. That's kind of crazy.
I think even King's powers, it still should have been fleshed out a bit better.
Oh yeah.
But I think King and Marco, they're interchangeable. You know, they're really interchangeable in regards to how they operate, because the regen and Lunarians with their durability or however they're withstanding all of these attacks.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that at all. I guess so. You're at 20. Let me give my 19 and 16.
All right, cool. Shoot.
19, I have the Old Man Trio.
Generous.
Garp, Sengoku, and Ray.
Yeah.
I think when it comes,
you have Rayleigh in the top of the Old Man Trio. Really?
Well, if it was in order, it'd be Garp, then Sengoku, then Rayleigh.
Okay, wait on. So who's your 19 then?
All three.
Wait, what? Oh, come on, brother.
All three. Old Man Trio. All three.
Oh my God, that's
I don't want to clog up the list. I don't want to clog it up, man.
Weasley,
I don't want to clog it up.
What is this? Wait, no. So then get Queen out of here. Yo, get Dofy out of here too. That's so Weasley. Just Dofy's on your top 30.
I think the reason why I don't like
having
these three separated.
Brago exposed in real time. What is this? Weasley,
listen. The reason why I don't have it separated, because these guys are not that fun to talk about. Right, and they clog up the list, but I feel like they deserve to be there, so I just have them all together.
No, that you're not having a firm stance. You need to have a firm stance.
I mean, I think they're relatively around the same level.
No, what people would that's okay. No, now I see why folks are getting mad.
Wait,
that's blasphemous. To say
What's
that
blasphemous?
Wait. And to say that the Old Man Trio are all the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that at his prime, at their primes, Rayleigh was the strongest Garp?
He was on his level.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't no shot.
Yeah.
Wait, I downplay Garp. No, Garp is absolutely stronger than Rayleigh.
No, I think he's stronger, right? But I don't think the difference or separation between Roger and Rayleigh was that much.
Okay. If Garp is being compared to someone like Roger, his captain,
I think Roger was stronger than Garp.
Of course, absolutely, without a doubt.
I don't think. Okay, it's not that crazy.
Of course, absolutely, without. I'm gonna say it 3 times. Of course, absolutely, without a doubt.
I think it's that. Right?
There's no shot.
I think it's like Rayleigh.
You hold Rayleigh really highly, really highly. Really highly. I mean, Rayleigh's nuts, but I think he's the weakest of those two.
I agree.
But you have him in the same number 19. All 3 of them. No,
it's like the Admirals, where I think Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru. Right, I think they're roughly around the same, but it's
they don't deserve to be in the same like rank.
Why not?
Because if they're roughly the same, one should be still slightly ahead or below. Like I think that
they're all old, retired. It's like maybe for the most part.
No. I think that this is a play on your part to keep Dofy on your list, dude. I think.
Oh, not at all. Because at that point, even if I separate them, Queen would just fall off.
Queen, who's at
Queen,
the Queen?
Boa, and Magellan.
Okay. But Brad, that's Dofy, and I wonder if you do have someone else that's like sharing a spot. Maybe you do. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. I'm done. Listen.
Man.
Here's what. No.
You know what I think? I think what it is. I think you just hate. Okay.
I don't hate Garp.
The really downplay is crazy. And the Garp hate is shining through, man. I'm sorry.
I don't hate Garp. He's in my top. He's just old.
Is Sengoku in your top 30?
Hell yeah. I'm not done yet.
You have Sengoku that much higher than Garp?
I'm going to get to it.
That is disgusting.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll explain why in full detail soon enough. But what I think you should have done is that you should have had 18, 19, 17, like Rayleigh, Garp, Sengoku, and like whatever order you wanted to do, but then say they're all interchangeable. Rather than, okay, I'm going to do...
But like, that's what I typically do every year.
But it's like, Weasley because you want to slide in Dofi.
No. It's just...
Come on, be real.
It makes the list more interesting.
No,
it makes it more interesting. The Old Man Trio is like... Bro,
dude,
I don't know how you have Sengoku that much higher than Garp, which is crazy to me.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. All right,
okay.
let me get to my 16.
Yeah.
So 19, the Old Man Trio.
Yeah.
18, I have Zoro.
Okay.
17, I have Katakuri.
Ooh.
And 16, I have Yamato.
Oh, okay. So Yamato all the way through, like she was just that studly, and then we have to respect her going 1-on-1 for period of time.
Yes. Okay. And then Katakuri, you know what the boy brings to the table.
Yeah, I agree. Though, okay, here's the thing though, because again, for me, Yamato, I'll be conservative here. We have to recognize that she didn't do much to Kaido, if anything at all.
Okay.
So it's like she stalled Daddy for a period of time, which is great. But ultimately speaking, like, okay, well, that sounds bad. Ultimately speaking, being conservative, I think, with her is a safe bet. Because, so you have Yamato above Zoro and Sanji, but then let's say she joins the crew. Now I have someone, now for the first time, Oda has kind of destroyed that monster trio dynamic. Yeah.
Well, think about the Pirate King, right? Think about Roger, what happened. When Oden joined, I think Oden was definitely stronger than Scopper.
No.
What?
I don't think he was stronger until after his voyage.
Oh my God. I think he's stronger than Scopper.
No. I think that... Okay, wait. So here's the thing, right? Scopper and Oden fought in the anime for a period of time.
In the anime, they had him fighting, yes.
Okay, yes. Okay. So at that point in time, I think that Scopper was probably a bit ahead. I'll just say because Scopper and Rayleigh should be close in terms of power, I think.
Yeah.
Reasonably, right? Just because Scopper is just such a rogue horse, right? But I would argue that after his voyage... After everything was all said and done, like after the 1 year running around doing dumb stuff, getting hit by lightning, finding opponents, and that kind of stuff, after that, Oden was stronger than both Rayleigh and Scopper. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
I didn't expect.
Yes. Look.
Wait, why?
Okay, listen. Here's something you have to recognize, right? Who's in Kaido's top 5?
Oh my God. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this, bro.
Look, okay.
Oh my God.
I have a video coming out about that like next week. It's gonna be a fun video. Alright, enjoy the video.
Oh
here's the thing, yo. Okay.
I can't, yo. I can't.
Wait.
I can't. Because the thing is, what I hate about this is that I agree with the top 5 thing, but Cole always takes it too fucking far.
He says take it
Oden
forward.
is stronger than Rayleigh after the voyage. How and why?
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
so
I do think Oden is comparable, right? I think he's up there with
comparable.
Rayleigh.
Wait, that's listen.
What? I think that's
no. Okay, yeah. Here's the
why.
Right? I'm gonna tell you exactly right here. Okay.
Okay.
They literally say that when he returned to Wano Country, he was several times stronger.
Okay.
Like several order-tudes of magnitude times stronger, right? And
he's much stronger. Yes.
Yeah, much stronger. And this dude is fighting against Scopper when he hops in on the crew. Scopper can't be like 3 tiers behind Rayleigh, dog. No shot.
Why not?
Oh, wait, no.
Wait. Okay. So, for instance, Luffy has gotten much stronger since Whole Cake Island.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
I think the same growth for Oden, but I think if we're saying Rayleigh was a comp, in my opinion, to Roger, where he was a Dark King, I think he was clearly stronger than Scopper, right? And I think where Oden grew, where he can give Rayleigh a better fight, he would still lose to Ray.
Okay, look, here's the problem, right? I think that because it's hard to really scale Scopper. No shit. Obviously,
it is because
he's
almost not a character.
Exactly, pretty much, right? But the anime does give us more details with Scopper. That's the fact.
You talking about the loading screen fight?
Yes, pretty much. I'll take that fight. I'll take that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's great. But wait, though, hold on. It'll be really, really strange for Roger to single out Scopper and Rayleigh say that you guys are my
two best men. Yeah.
And then to say that Rayleigh is that far ahead of Scopper, it doesn't make any sense when they should be somewhat comparable. Matter of fact, even folks say that off the gate, Oden was stronger than Rayleigh because it was Rayleigh and Scopper that were gonna tag team against Oden. Now, listen, you can take it how
he was the only one that was worth like taking down. That's why.
Whoa. Okay, that's a bit harsh.
Who else was there?
Vista.
Get Vista the fuck out of here. Vista.
Hey, Vista, and you have Whitey Bay? Yeah, Prime Whitey Bay? Hell yeah.
Vista. Oh, you're gonna say Rocky? You're gonna say Rockio next?
Yes, listen, man. You have a young Jozu, you have Prime Whitey Bay making guys turn to stone. All right, the first wielder
Vista.
of this.
Yo,
Vista. Look,
why is Vista not in your top 30?
Okay, he got slow and old. I'm gonna tell you.
Slow and is it Vista like 40?
Listen, man, he's been
slacking. Is it Vista like 40?
He's been slacking too hard, man. I don't tell you, man. Like it is.
Vista is 47, man.
Look, okay, wait. Here's what I'll say. Okay, listen. On a serious note, right? I think that when Oda has gone out of his way, I think it's been like a few times now, to literally raise this man's power time and time again, right? So here's what Oda did, right? In SBS, I think it was SBS 100 or no, okay, one of the latest SBSs. This man explained the reason why Oden cut the boar and the boar still lived.
That's
dude, do you remember that thing? I'm like, no.
That was so dumb. Oh my god.
Because that's a play on Rurouni Kenshin. Because he worked for the author of Rurouni Kenshin, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In Rurouni Kenshin does a cut so clean where he doesn't damage the cells. Oden did the same thing with the boar. That arguably is the best sword feat in the verse by far.
The best feat?
Arguably.
The best sword feat, you said?
Arguably, yes, arguably. To cut so clean, to where you don't damage the cells? Dude.
I think it's just Oda being Oda.
Yeah,
and
probably,
doesn't want to kill a fucking boar.
Fair enough. Yeah, I agree wholesale. I agree wholesale. Absolutely.
Okay, I admit, like when Oden first bursted onto the scene, I was like, he's Rayleigh's comp. Because even before anything, I thought that Whitebeard's crew didn't make sense. I felt like he needed his Rayleigh, right?
Okay.
And so Oden came. I was like, okay, that's perfect. That's his comp. I think as time went on, especially with Kaido and how we are looking at his growth and how they talk about Big Mom and Kaido weren't as strong, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. I think he's still a comp to Rayleigh, for sure. But how they gassed the Dark King, man, I gotta see it. I gotta see. Right now, it's like with you and Yamato. Like for Oden, as strong as he was, right?
Yeah.
We need some W's.
Okay, look, the thing about Rayleigh, because Rayleigh is really, really good, don't get me wrong, but the problem is that right now, there's not that much evidence to prove
he's a dark
that
king.
Rayleigh was even in Roger's vicinity, let alone was perfect. Like, it seems to me like what we see with Zoro and Sanji and Luffy, that's what we go with Rayleigh and Roger. Where it's like, I think that Zoro is great, but Luffy's
got
high diff.
But the thing is,
high diff. Max.
Well, here's the thing. High diff max right now.
Because Luffy's gonna get stronger too. I mean, dude.
Right, okay, but no, I think once Zoro masters this Enma mode, it's looking like extreme.
By the time he masters Enma mode, we're gonna have Gear 5. And also Awakening 2, mind you. Like, I mean, now granted,
but by that point, we got 2 new swords, and we got a black blade.
We're gonna have literally Gear 5, man, and we're gonna have probably an Awakening, right?
Enma mode, black blade, and
that's not enough, man. That's
another blade.
That's not enough. Yeah, no, I agree. He's gonna Enma, and he's gonna have. I'd hope.
Shodai?
No, Nyakitetsu.
Need I?
Because then what Zoro should have is that he should have 3 great blades. I want this to happen. 3 great blades.
Well, Enma's already great, right?
Yeah, it's already great. But
so it'd be supreme.
Right. Zoro would have 3 black blades.
3 black blades, and 1 supreme grade.
No. All supreme.
Oh, you want all to be supreme?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you think he's not extreme diffing Luffy?
No. No, I think no, dude. Like, okay. Luffy. Okay, here's the thing, right? Luffy is coming out of the series minimum top 3. He's gonna be the strongest person in the verse, probably by orders of magnitude. And it makes sense because think about his like main opponent, right? Blackbeard. 2 busted ass devil fruits. Yes. Luffy needs something that's something crazy, something nuts. Right? Like, I think that at some point we may see Luffy actually utilize, maybe it's theory, maybe use the voice of all things as a mental attack. That could be possible.
That's
Luffy.
Insane. Like,
I know it's insane, but you have to go. How can Luffy? Because listen, it would be hella cap if Luffy gets Blackbeard in a group fight. No one wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
No one wants to see
but
that.
you know that is definitely possible.
Dude.
It's right there.
I'm taking a prolonged break. I'm gonna read One Punch Man. I'm gonna read like Black Clover. I'm done for like a period of time. Because I don't want to see that.
Oda may go the route of Luffy's greatest strength is.
Oh, I hate that. No.
I agree. No. He should
say that for
be
Emu,
a 1v1.
all right? Like if Emu can control all the oceans in the world and like control the red line and stuff, okay, fine, have fun. All right, great. Kaguya 3.0, cool. For Blackbeard, that's gonna be one-on-one.
But you know the weird part about it, why I feel like it is plausible, is because a lot of people in the top 30s, they have Zoro already significantly higher than Shiryu. And like, do you guys understand what you're saying?
Right? Yeah, I agree too. I agree with that.
If you're saying Zoro is already significantly higher than Shiryu, then it's no contest.
Right.
Then at that point, everybody's there fighting Blackbeard.
Exactly. So like, by proxy, I think he has to be stronger. Shiryu has to be a little bit stronger.
He has to be a little bit stronger.
Yeah, so let me give you like, so you got to your 16, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me get to my 19, 18, 17, 16? Yeah, I think
yes.
So. Okay.
You can go to your 13. Give me all the way to your 13.
I'm gonna give you my 14. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
So, because my 13s were like the animals begin. Okay. Oh, so I mean, what do we? You know we'll get to it. Oh, really? Okay. So my 19. Here we go. Saddle up. My 19.
I start doubting me, I felt lost.